A newly refurbished wing at Buckingham Palace is set to open to visitors this summer. Buckingham Palace's newly resurfaced East Wing will open to visitors for the first time this summer, and special guided tours of the principal floor will run throughout July and August. The East Wing includes the palace's front facade and central balcony, where the monarch and members of the royal family have gathered for public appearances since 1851. It follows more than 5 years of improvement works. According to the BBC, small groups of visitors will be able to visit rooms and spaces including the principal corridor, which runs the length of the wing. Paintings by artists including Thomas Gainsborough are displayed along the corridors. The East Wing was first occupied by Queen Victoria, Prince Albert and their children. It is still used by the royal family for official meetings and events. Architect Edward Blore was commissioned to draw up plans for alterations to Buckingham Palace by Queen Victoria in order to accommodate for her growing family. So how did Buckingham Palace afford to build the East Wing in the first place? Well, the build of the East Wing was financed through the sale of the Royal Pavilion, which was a seaside retreat, and they sold this in 1850. The pavilion, which was also one of King George VI's seaside retreats, had interior that reflected his love of Asian art and design, and this inspired the Chinese-themed decor in Buckingham Palace's principal rooms. And so, the yellow drawing room has been decorated with recently restored Chinese hand-painted wallpaper from the 18th century. Many of the tours available, like at Balmoral, have only ever been available for the members of the royal family, but this year both Buckingham Palace and Balmoral are opening areas of the royal houses to the general public. According to the BBC, tours will conclude in the centre room, which is home to a newly restored glass chandelier shaped to resemble a lotus flower, and 2 Chinese 18th century silk wall hangings presented to Queen Victoria for her Diamond Jubilee in 1897. The tours will reportedly run daily from the 15th of July, and bookings for this tour opened on the 10th of April. The tours will give a special insight into the royal family's history and the history behind these century-old buildings. Buckingham Palace is at the forefront of very many high-profile royal events, such as Troop in the Colour and Jubilees. The makeover was to improve the interior and protect the palace from risks of floods and fires. All in all, it was to make it safer, not only for the royal family, but for visitors too. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for all of the incredible support so far. We really appreciate it. We hope to see you in the next video, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever you are.